Oh, yeah, it is that time. Very, very exciting here on a Monday, the 12th of March. The brackets are out. Man, do we have a lot to talk about. Very excited to be with you. Now, I will tell you there is some side drama. I've been told I have a March Madness challenge to complete today. Sully has simply given me the following instructions. My phone is in the behind the glass area, and I am not allowed to log into a computer nor have a bracket in front of me. And I've just been told 3:30. Thank you, Evan. 3:30. I have to settle a discussion regarding the tournament. Is that an accurate description?
Yes, have something for you at 3:30.
Okay.
I think it's going to be fun, but no, I don't want you on your phone. I'm not going to tell you what it is beforehand.
Okay. All right.
But, you know, we've had a lot of fun with some games we've played lately on air. And at 3:30, let's do another one in relation to the tournament.
Okay, done deal.
And I don't think you can do it, but we'll explain that later.
Thank you for that insult. 3:30. I have no idea whether I should be insulted, actually, but yes, let's do it. Let's get started. We'll go local, and then we'll expand the discussion throughout the tournament, throughout the bracket, etc. Opening remarks for me, I think Michigan got screwed. A, not being in Detroit. B, I thought they got a tough draw. I know the region itself seems easier for Michigan to make a run, but I'm going to tell you this. Their first-round game, Montana's not a laydown. I don't like the draw in the 6-11 that they got. Houston and San Diego State, two of the hotter teams out there, and Houston specifically has the guard play and the defensive framework to make it a very difficult afternoon. If I'm a Michigan fan, I am not thrilled, not being in Detroit. And guys, I can't put it any plainer. You should be playing here, okay? I believe that. I believe you deserve it more than Michigan State. That's me. What the hell do I know? I got ESPN sitting there bemoaning the fact State's not a 1 seed. Who the hell locally had talked about State as a 1 any time in the last week? I thought Michigan got a tough early draw. Now, if they clear it and get to the Sweet 16, I think Michigan absolutely gets the break. MSU's the reversal. I think MSU got an easy opening weekend, but if they get to the Sweet 16, their kryptonite's probably lying in wait with Duke. Now, State got a gift. They're playing in Detroit. I've already said it to you. I can't sit here and flex, or I can't sit here and brag about it. I don't think we deserve it. I said it to you after we lost to Michigan, gave you the resume. I go, you know what? Send us to Pittsburgh or Nashville or wherever the hell we're going, or Wichita, and that's it. But if you're a State fan, you got to be thrilled. You got a chance to get a little momentum, get the tournament underway, get a couple of wins. Bucknell, again, I'm not going to sit here and ever take anybody for granted unless it's a 116. State also doesn't play complete games, so the idea that you're going to comfortably blow anybody out, i.e. 20 points plus, I can't say that. The second round game for State, though, my God, TCU, who's ice cold, and Jamie Dixon, who's a terrible tournament coach, or the winner of a Arizona State Cuse playing game. I mean, two dreadful teams. So I think State got a very, very fortuitous early draw, more difficult later. I think Michigan got screwed early. If they can survive that, they get the gift later. That would just be my initial response. So I wanted to start local on that end, then branch out. I've got thoughts on the selection show, which was an embarrassment, a travesty. I've got thoughts on the committee. And certainly we can get into the fun of the tournament and some of the matchups and different things, but wanted to get this in there. We will get to Tiger Woods. I kept my promise. Sully can verify. If he was in it to start Sunday, I would watch. Oh, that a baby.
And I speak for the golf community when I say we're glad to have you watching. We're glad to have you on board.
Well, I offended some in the golf community. I just, again, it's like you need a few birdies if you're going to try to win this tournament, and he just hung there even. I don't think that's good enough, but we'll get into it. We have other things to do, but I will tell you there's going to be a ton of tournament today. What did I miss? Oh, it's T-shirt time. We will try to carve out some time. Sweet Tommy G was in town, and it seems like a decision's been made on Stan. If you read between the lines, we'll get to that. Let me throw the number out, your initial tournament thoughts, and I'll try to keep it more open format. Meaning, if you've got anything you want to say about the tournament, but it's not in the framework of kind of what I'm talking about, that's fine. We can allow that. But I want to hear from Spartan and Wolverine fans to open this deal because, to me, I think if you're a State fan, you should feel really, really lucky early. Certainly, with Duke probably looming, you know what that means. State's going to have to slay the dragon. For Michigan, it's that second-round game. And the first one, look, Montana, they should beat them. But that is a stronger, lower seed. And that second-round game, I've watched Houston several times, including yesterday while flipping through Tiger. That team is just tough. They play a wickedly tenacious brand of defense. They play together, and they've got the guard play with Rob Gray and that unbelievable man bun to really challenge you. That I would not be happy if I'm a Michigan fan seeing a possible second-round game with Houston. Thought Houston was probably a touch underseeded, too, frankly. If you're going to give Cincy a 2, and they went down to the wire with Houston in the Happy Action Fun Time All-America Conference, to me, Houston should have been a 5. So you're kind of getting one of those underseeded teams. You know, again, if there's a battle here and you go, all right, well, State's got to play TCU in the second round, I'll tell you this. TCU is a dream matchup compared to Houston. Could you imagine Houston versus State? Oh, yeah, I'm sure Cassius Winston would have a delightful afternoon. 248-539-9797. All right, so you got some tournament stuff in the mix. You know the plan for the day. Ticket text 97136 as well. Sully, even if you want to, I've got every seed line, 9, 10 through 16. One team on each seed line, I think, is the most likely to get a W.
Oh, nice.
I can do that, too. Lots of stuff.
We always, and every year, I forget the stat, but every single year we see a 12 upset of 5. So I'm just to a point where I expect that to happen every year.
That one, and I'll tell you the other one this year that looks really, really likely, these 6-11 games.
Right.
You know, Miami is a slight favorite over the Ramblers of Loyola Chicago.
I love the Murray State versus Press Virginia game.
Those are my racers.
Yes.
That's my adopted team.
It's going to be a team that gets up and down the floor with Murray State against, obviously, Press Virginia, and a team that just tries to play half court and press the whole game.
Yeah, we'll get in some matchups, but I wanted to start with the Michigan and Michigan State thing, kind of see where Wolverine fans are at happiness-wise, angst-wise, and Spartan fans, same deal. I think there's a lot to talk about. And I'm fine if Wolverine fans want to complain. I'm fine if State fans are a little bit antsy about Duke being in the bracket. We could talk about all of it. But like I said, I think State with the better early draw, Michigan with the better later draw. That's a tough assignment possibly on the turn to take on a Houston SDSU winner. Have your old vinyl windows been costing you hundreds of dollars on your energy bill?